Welcome to Squirrel Time!
Squirrel Time, it's me and you and me. I'm Tail Queen.
And I'm Acorn. Oh, look at that. Rhythm. Now, I'm a little nervous right now. Because many of the listeners can probably relate to this. When your bestest friend meets another friend that you never ever met together before, because the next guest, Constellation, is a friend of mine, you never met
a real friend.
See, that's what I'm saying, girlfriend.
Oh, come on.
That's what I'm saying. The fear is whenever a friend meets a friend, like a best friend meets a friend, there's always that I'm puffing up my fur chest right now.
I mean, I feel that this is someone that you respect in the field.
Like, do I talk to her every day like I talk to you? No. Do I vacation with her like I vacation with you? No. Do I drink squish grapes, my favorite vino, with her like I do with you? No. Oh, that one time.
She's a fish. How does she drink? What does she drink?
Well, she has a lot of followers. They just feed her. Yeah, it's crazy.
Whatever she wants?
Yeah. She likes plastic.
Sheesh.
We'll get to that later. But I just want to talk about friends meeting friends, how it can be nervous. Throwing a party can be nervousing. Nervousing.
I
went to college.
That's the word, nervousing.
I know.
It can be nervousing whenever you have some friends over. Because your nerves
Don't do that in front of Constellation.
Your nerves are singing. You're nervous singing.
All right. Don't do that in front of Constellation. She doesn't know our repartee. She'd be like, why is she making fun of her?
Oh, she doesn't understand us.
Yeah, do you have a fear?
When I go to parties, I think, how do I decide who I'm going to mate with? And will I ruin an opportunity to mate with someone that I would rather mate with?
Did you ever get turned down? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Oh, that's a good question. Turned down for what? You know what? I'll tell you if I've been turned down when you tell me Stickman's back in town.
That's true.
Did you let him Stickman?
No. We had a nice dinner.
Where?
It was beautiful. Just up in here in the tree.
Oh,
yeah.
Homemade?
Homemade, yeah. He made us stew.
You make him cook when you have a personal chef?
Yeah, it was just for us. It was just a moment for us. Because he was traveling and busy. Sometimes when you're surrounded by people all the time, you just want to be like, just us two. It was very nice.
Did you get anything from the garbage? Because I love a slice of pizza from the garbage. Did you find anything like that to put in the stew? I love that.
You do?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, really?
I love it. I
love it cold. I think pizza should be hot.
This is from my New York City days.
Oh, yeah.
I would be in Bryant Park, and I would grab a slice, and I would eat the whole thing. And people would take pictures. Aww. They were like, oh, my gosh, she's not going to be able to eat it. And I'd be like, yeah, right.
And you worked in Chicago. Which do you prefer more?
A deep dish or a floppy slice? Deep or floppy? Deep or wide? Oh, deep or floppy? Both. Can I have both? Can I have both?
Wait, it wouldn't be floppy.
Oh, the New York is a big floppy. And then the deep dish is not floppy.
With you curve it too. It has a curve.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you fold it. It has a fold.
Floppy fold. And it curves, yes.
Philly,
it's not all straight. They're all different shapes and sizes.
Philly's a little stiff. If you have Philly pizza, it's a little stiff.
I would go cheesesteak in Philly.
Yeah, cheesesteaks are good.
When in Philly, which I love too. But yeah, deep floppy or a big stiff Philly, I'll take them all.
And we're talking about food, right?
Yeah, I don't know anymore. I can't tell. But I can tell that you are glowing. You're glowing. You had
I have my handsome gray squirrel in my house.
Okay, and you had been separated. Okay, you're doing a noise.
I was doing a head thing.
You're doing a noise and you're dancing.
I'm doing my Acorn
You're doing your acorn hands. You're like tiny hands, or like grasping for the heavens. So did he make a woman out of you last night?
Yeah, he treated me right.
Oh, was there oral?
No. We're 5 years old. We're
was there
age. We love
oil for the back rubs and the lady part?
Oil in the fur?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? You've never had an oil
I don't like
fur.
No, you know I don't like that.
We get our dip in the oil and then you bask in a steaming hot sauna tub. You don't do that?
Sauna tub?
Yes!
That sounds sticky and wet and a lot of cleanup.
Oh, that's my favorite type. That's my sticky and wet and a lot of cleanup. You are speaking my language. Is that your night last night?
No. Oh my God. I have different priorities than you. We're BFFs, but there's different priorities.
Oh, you know what? I asked you this 4 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So hopefully you remembered to ask.
No, boy.
Now, you're a person, a squirrel.
Yeah.
But I know that we use guy.
Yeah,
person,
guy, girl. The human world is so
it's ingrained in our culture.
Really,
but you're a mogul. You're a mogul. That's what you are. You're
mogul.
Not even an animal anymore. No, you're a mogul.
I'm above.
And
I'm above all you.
You care about other beings' spirits.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where they're going, what they're thinking, how they're feeling. You care. You care. Mm-hmm. In your home is a man you love and care about very much. And I said, "Hey, Acorn, what does Stickman want in a sexual way? Is he okay? Does he like a cuddle? Does he?" And you said, "I don't know."
I did.
And I thought you should ask. Mm-hmm. Did you ask him?
Yes, I did ask him. I did.
Listeners, we are getting into here something.
I did ask him.
Does Stickman want?
We were watching. We were just watching, after eating, just watching a little TV.
Was it pornographic?
No, it wasn't. It was Everybody Loves Raymond Squirrel.
That's a great one. That's a very classic show.
It wasn't very, when we animalized it, because sometimes we watch human stuff, there wasn't really that much
Didn't
thought.
translate.
We just call it Everybody Loves Raymond Squirrel.
I think it's funny.
Like, come on, a little bit of thought, producers.
In the name.
Yeah,
but not everyone's a mogul.
Sometimes we're not that quick on our feet
Ooh.
when we're answering questions. And anyway, nice sunny day. Wait, I'm not changing the subject.
Okay.
We were sitting there watching a rerun, and I said, "You know what?" I said, "Stickman." Oh. He's like, "Aw, my little acorn."
Oh, he calls it little acorn. Yeah, we're getting a peek behind the mogul's
curtain.
And
I said, "Guess who's running our mouth again?" He said, "Tail." He said, "Tail."
You guys are talking about me.
Tail.
I knew my ears were itching. I knew there was something going on.
And I was like, and he's like, "Is this the podcast?" I was like, "Yes, this podcast." And Tail is being more bolden than ever. Mm-hmm. And she wants to know about us. Mm-hmm. And he's like,
we all do.
He said, "We're fine, baby." And I was like, "I know we're fine."
That's what you say. You say that too. Wow, you guys are very similar.
And I said, "We're living life." And he said, "We're living life." And then Raymond Squirrel's brother, the cop squirrel, said something really funny, and we laughed, and that was it. I didn't really say it.
Yeah, you didn't. You actually not only didn't really say it. But
it meant it. Like, he got it. Don't you think, listeners, he got it?
I would love to hear what the listeners think about that, but I need...
At Pinup Squirrels.
I need to know.
I
need to hear him say, "My stick in my stick man body does not need to be inserted into your acorn." At any time, I too like to embrace. I like to cuddle.
Right.
I like the warmth of your fur. I just picture being like a growly growly. That turns him on just thinking of it.
Yes.
And then he finishes in his squirrel body because he doesn't wear pants that often.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to.
Squirrels,
yeah. We don't.
Well, you're always wearing pants, and you're always worried about them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought up pants.
No, men's squirrel.
Please don't.
Oh my God.
Please don't bring up the pants.
Still not rid of the pants. Yeah, like this is the thing. This is the squirrel time recap. Teo will talk about sex, and I'll talk about PANTS.
We all have the things that we're interested in.
I'm just so worried. Like, I don't want people to think like, there's Acorn with her double chin and her pants that don't.
Who would say that?
Because I think they see that. Like, they see all the positive stuff about it.
You gotta know.
There's haters.
That's why we are trying to show the world the soul,
but
the being, the religion, and how the body can play into it.
But I feel like, see, I got from our conversation, I thought like, oh, he understands. I thought he got it. We were talking about a relationship.
You know, I think...
You want me to say...
Yes.
Is this like a court of law? This is not a court of law. You want me to say, hello, Stickman.
Mm-hmm.
Today on the whatever day of this year...
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about whether your penis is satisfied.
I don't want you to say it like that. I'd like you to just say...
Not...
Sticky. Hey, Sticky. Do you call him Sticky?
No.
Hey, Mr. Stickman. Do you call him that?
I just say Mr. Stick, yes.
You do say Mr. Stickman?
Yeah.
It's very, very formal in a romantic relationship.
I was like, Mr. Stickman, welcome.
Welcome home, Mr.
Welcome
Stickman.
Home, Mr. Stickman. You're fine stew, Mr. Stickman.
Oh, okay. So those are that's kind of sexual. Yeah. So you say, Mr. Stickman, how does the little stick...
I love how your version, the like Acorn is my name, and then my sexual part of me is called Acorn, and then his name is Stickman, and then his little stick, we call him Stickman. Like, is that what you see in everybody? You're just like, oh, if your name's Pat.
Your
genitalia. That's what I was trying to think. I couldn't even think of the name. You think that your name is just...
My genitals are tail.
Really?
Little tail. How's your little tail? How's that little tail?
I just thought that was so funny because you said like...
Or how's the queen? You know?
The queen.
Little queen.
Queen.
You know, because it's you. It's all you. Your body.
And I forget... You weren't finishing your thought.
We're all one, and we're all the same, and we're all different. It's crazy.
I derailed you.
It's crazy. Okay, we're back on. We're back. I know where I'm at. I'm not cheating rabbits. Okay, I'm saying, you say to Stickman, hey, how is your genitalia, or how's your little Stickman?
No one says that.
Are you pleased in a sexual way? I just want to know, are you feeling pleased? Are you feeling pleasured?
Right.
Is this satisfactory? Not to say, are we good? Is it good? It's so juvenile, Acorn.
We don't worry about it. We don't think about it.
The listeners do not care if we're good or we're cool. They want to know how your genitals are feeling.
I'm not making it up.
Your genitals are fine. We want to know how his genitals are, and then we'll talk to him about it.
You don't think men can think like women?
Oh, I think it's possible, but I think you should know. Mm-hmm. You should know how your partner in life...
Wouldn't he have left?
No.
You don't think so?
He could be getting it on the side.
I got nice... Whoa!
I'm sorry, but this is squirrel talk. And I have to be real. We're animals! We're animals! We're animals!
Yes, but you're also his friend. Like,
We're not monogamous creatures, typically.
Squirrels?
No, squirrels are not.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I know I'm not.
We're not like those freaking rabbits that I bring up all the time. Those bunny rabbits.
We're not like a penguin though. We're not like a find one and done. It's a find one and find another one and another one, another one, another one, another one. That's how we like it.
That's how we like it.
But there's I find it fascinating that you do choose a monogamous path with this creature of yours.
No, but wait, why'd you go through... This is the thing. You're my friend.
Yes. Squirrel time.
And my relationship with Stickman, and you think it's more plausible that he has something on the side than he just is happy with what we have.
More plausible, I don't know. Equally plausible, maybe.
That's crazy.
It very well could be crazy, but I don't know because you didn't ask him.
I did ask him.
We don't know.
I did ask him. Listeners, oh my goodness, I did ask him.
We'll have to get more on our next one.
I know, in so many. I don't know. I'm just fascinated.
And I also find it fascinating that you say you're not an asexual person.
No. You're born that way.
Squirrel.
Yes, girl.
But you are mogul. But
you're not born that way either.
You're not born a mogul. You achieved your mogul status. And
but asexuals are born that way.
But you at some times.
Is that right? I think so.
I think so. But you at times have felt urges in your loins.
Yeah, Stickman is adorable. I know that. But I don't think about it all the time.
You can be attracted and not be sexually attracted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you would be asexual.
No, you're born that way. You can't just choose.
Were you ever sexually attracted to anyone ever?
Yes, Stickman.
Okay, there we have it, listeners.
I think we said in one of the other podcasts, the Nick from
now
Zootopia.
you said cute. I didn't know that meant sexually attracted.
Oh no, yeah, he was just cute.
Okay,
I guess it's just cute.
Okay, see, we're dissecting. This is
friends
are for. Dissecting your sexual urges and seeing how far would you go with Nick the fox.
I thought, No, I just think he's like a little bad boy and he has a little tie. I just think, the humans did it right when the human Disney's, there's a couple of cute fox. What were we talking about? Megan the Fox? Mm-hmm. Robin Hood is a fox and he's cute. They love to make their foxes cute.
Very good looking. Well, I mean, they're known. There's actually the term in the human world, this person is a fox.
Oh, yeah.
They're foxy.
And just like the squirrels, I'm trying to think of squirrels represented by us. The human movie Enchantment.
I haven't seen that one. Nope.
There's a squirrel in there too. And here's the thing about that movie. When the squirrel is animated, he talks his little head off. But when he's in the human world, silence.
Oh.
So they're portraying us as silent creatures. Like, even in a movie, but we can talk to humans.
You can hear us.
If we're animated.
If you're a human, you can hear us and you know that you can.
But we talk to you all the time. You just don't respond. You don't understand. Like, I don't know that movie.
Well, humans are understanding our podcast.
They are. Can you translate it? Thank you to the translating, but Anchor. Thank you, Anchor, for translating.
I think it's funny that you chose Anchor, Acorn.
Yeah, I love the A's. Stick with the A's. No, but I don't know. It's just it's a fun topic to talk about, nature over nurture. Like, I know why. It's just so relaxing to know that I can just be with Stickman and not have to worry about
taking your skinny jeans off.
Yeah.
Or you're not fitting in jeans.
Yeah, like I know we'll always have good conversation. There's no it's just nice and calm. And I don't worry about if he's unhappy because I feel like he would say things. I think we're in that part. Don't you think, like,
where he'd say, "Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
Got some bones to pick with you."
Like, yeah.
Like,
well, don't you?
I have to put it to you this way. Mm-hmm. In your relationship,
yes.
In every relationship there are power dynamics.
Yeah.
And in yours,
that's tough. That's tough.
Very tough.
That's tough.
You are well known, you are well paid, you are well bred, you are well.
Yeah.
He's great and everyone, very respectable. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's hard whenever you've reached a certain status. Mm-hmm. It's just hard.
It really is.
It's just hard.
But I think he loves me for me. I do.
Well, I hope so. I hope that you're both happy and you're both checking in with each other. Mm-hmm. That's all.
What about you?
Oh, me? Always looking for something new. New.
Do you have anything new? Have anything? Did you hear what I always say?
Colby the Bee.
Really?
It was fun. It was very fun.
Did he die?
Exciting. Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not in front of me.
That little tiny thing. That's just
It was still very... He was powerful. I know he's not a worker bee, but he was a worker bee. You know what I'm saying? He worked me up, down, sideways, and around, round. You're snapping to all of those. You're snapping your little squirrel fingers.
I am.
And I'm getting curious. I'm interested in meeting this fish because I think that would be a fascinating
It's
lover.
really hard we don't talk to fish that much because it's a lot of logistics.
Yeah, well, luckily this one has like a whole crew that
Followers,
takes her everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a shark lover. I feel like they would really go for it.
See, you don't think that they're the opposite? That they're... What was that movie?
Compensating.
Yeah.
Compensating with their big teeth.
Yeah.
And little, who knows.
Yeah.
But what about a whale?
Where is it?
What about a whale? A male whale.
Male whale. Sperm whale.
A sperm whale. What if I did cross species male whale and I would have a squirrel whale, a squale, a whirl. I'd have a whirl. I'd give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. No, wouldn't
I'd like to not have any more, babies. I'm very happy with my 3, but
you're middle aged. Doesn't come that easy anymore.
Middle aged. I'm getting there. I'm getting right up there.
Oh, you're living it.
I'm living it. Audience,
That's
the way I like to live.
Tail lives it.
I live it.
I want to be you.
I will have sex with most creatures. I will eat most things. I don't do a lot of drugs.
No,
don't do a lot of
drugs. Good.
But I can maybe be talked into it if the price is right, or the adventures there. There's just a lot of risk reward, and then the drug world.
It's also too because it's so troubling what happens to people. That's such a downer. Like it really does take control over animals.
Yeah, that and Twitter and social media can really ruin your life. Really ruin your life. You do it wrong once, and
a lot of pigs.
You're done.
A lot of pigs are on uppers. Did you hear about that?
Pigs on uppers. Yeah. I know that
pigs on uppers.
A lot of these animals on farms are on steroids
because they take contests. They love those farm animal contests.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure in the animal kingdom on all the animals.
Oh yeah.
It's just. It's our society that we live in, and that's what we're here for. We're here to take the pressure off of our listeners.
Yes.
We're here to be a place where you can relax, where you can escape, where you can come into our world and be accepted. We're going to try to find the best you. We're going to try to help each other see one person more clearly, one person at a time, or one being at a time. We always say person. I wish we would
tweet because they were our masters for so long.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like we thought humans, but now
we're in a new time and we want to say beings, and we're learning, we're embracing, and we're always learning. That's the thing. We're always trying to learn and to do better, and we're gonna mess up.
And please, listeners, at Pinup Squirrels, Miss Tail, and tell her we got the story with Stickman.
Oh, unless you want more, unless you just want a little more.
If you want more of stories about cuddling,
we want more stories, and I think as she learns more about these different beast and the ways that we live, I have a feeling things are going to be changing in that little tree. If this tree's a rockin', I might come knocking, Hello? Can you add another?
Listeners. She's tired me out. Another squirrel talk tired me out. This is fine.
Luckily, you're going to take more squished grapes, and we're talking to someone new.
Our conversation with Constellation starts now.
I don't think you said the name right.
Constellation?
Is that right? Is it Constellation Apex?
What's what?
Let's make sure.
Constellation.
Okay, I'm very sorry.
All right, listeners, we're drinking squished grapes, our vino, and we got back-to-back. A little behind the curtain. We're doing 2 podcasts at the same time. Well, we're doing 2 interviews at the same time. Because Miss Tail has a hot date. for next week, so we gotta do it here.
Who's it gonna be?
I heard.
Will it be a bee?
Will it be a bee or will it be
A wallaby.
a wallaby? A wallaby. Wait, are wallabies only in Australia?
I'd
We'll
love to
see.
find out.
We'll find out.
I'd love to find out.
Anyway, so our conversation with
Constellation
starts now. We know our next guest, Constellation Apex, as a spiritual guru.
a blue tank fish whose many followers call themselves plasticians.
She encourages others to see the good side of plastics.
Our conversation with Constellation Apex starts now.
Welcome, welcome, listeners. I'm very excited about our next guest because I met this spiritual guru about like 2 years ago in Northern California. And I'm just so excited for you guys to listen to her. It's Constellation Apex.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. Welcome
Thank you.
to Montecito.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you to my home.
I mean, it speaks volumes of the followers that you have, that you are literally carried across land in your. It's a very large tank. It's salt water, and it looks to be about 50 gallons.
Yes,
or
yes, because she, if you didn't know, she is a fish, and she has this just being in your presence. I can sense the calm. I feel calmer. I feel
I
a
was
lot
going
calmer.
to say calm, but I
Didn't
had the crushed grapes in my
yeah,
mouth.
the crushed grapes.
Oh.
Which we enjoy. What do fish enjoy?
As far as eating and drinking.
You know, my followers like to send me glitter, and I like to imbibe small pieces of plastic whenever I can. It's like it's receiving God. It's like what the humans do when they take communion. So sometimes I snack on that, but a steady diet of little bits of krill and whatnot. My the people that carry me, I call them the plasticians.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, to find a purpose. So you found a purpose very early in your life, and you just keep on gaining followers and followers, and this desire and not desire to explain plastics to people, because a lot of times we see most sea animals hate it, because we have these dolphins with the Coke, remember, like the 6-packs of beer and Coke, the plastic around there.
The rings.
So when I heard that a fish was promoting plastics, I was like, I gotta see this.
And this is interesting because you're mentioning eating it, and I don't know if you know this, I hope you do know, that a lot of marine animals will eat small bits of plastic, and it actually ends up killing them. They starve to death because they can't digest it properly. Are you digesting everything okay?
Yes, absolutely. It's like a misconception when those dolphins or other animals get those little rings. It's an opportunity that God has given them. The God of plastic is letting them test their strength.
Yeah. I mean, there has been a time in Northern California, out on the bay, in the San Francisco Bay, that a bunch of you and your followers ate plastic together and had a moment that you said you all saw visions, but a lot of people, like what Taylor is saying, was like, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. They're hallucinating because they're eating these plastics. But you and your followers believed you came closer to the known world.
Yes. It's just another way to just really see the full universe.
I think it's choking. Sometimes I think it's just that I was like, are they all just choking
and I'm not a big drug user necessarily, but I understand that it's fun to do. But it's a lot like the human children doing these Tide Pod things.
Oh yeah,
it's a big danger.
I did, and you know what? I have such a mixed story for me, because those pods are a little bit plastic. Really.
Yeah.
I know they dissolve, so it's a little different, and it's just you don't want to turn people away, but it's true. The interior of it is just, it's sort of like a false god. You know, it's just, it seems like the plastic, and it's not.
I love knowing about other people's spirituality, but I want to make sure it's safe, you know? And I do come and talk to you, and I do love hearing, like, your life advice for young little guppies and stuff, and you really encourage the self. You really encourage, I mean, because your family are very smart. They're a bunch of botanists, right?
Yes. My father's a botanist of sea kelp, and my mother's an artist. She uses the sea kelp sometimes that, you know, he's done with, and she makes little macrame.
Yeah.
And it's just, growing up in that environment really gave me the freedom to, you know, discover what I find to be true. And even my friends, you know, at first they were very skeptical. And then a tragedy hit. One of our friends was in a little bit of a boating accident, and she was laid bare for all to see, and we got to see God inside her. It was just a ton of pieces of plastic, and she was the best person we knew. And it was so much plastic, and that's when I was like, you know,
she's filled with something that you want to be filled with.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, I'm a good friend of yours. I'm very pro Constellation. I love you. But a lot of your detractors, your haters, hashtag haters,
hashtag haters,
say it's a cult. And worst of all, they say it's a sex cult. Did you know this?
No, I was actually curious because I know Fish's sex life is almost like yours, Acorn. It doesn't exist. Hashtag no
they're
sex.
They're saying that when they go around a piece of plastic and they all do it to each other.
What? Acorn, are you?
I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend of yours. But a lot of times cults are always. I mean, spirituality can be called a cult because there's only one leader, you, and that can do. And then the sex cults, and so we're here on this podcast right now. Can you please tell people that you're not doing it around plastics?
Or if you are, tell us all the details.
I would love to. I'm so glad you brought this up.
There's a huge smile on Terrell's face right now.
I'm actually really glad you brought it up because I didn't know if it would be okay, but this is actually a very big part of the plastician culture. It's not just... it's not a cult because everyone can leave.
That's what people say, yeah.
You can leave. It's just that people don't because it's just such a wonderful...
What happens if you leave?
There's steps to leaving, right? Come on, friend to friend, there are steps.
Is it anything to do with whipping with a piece of plastic? Or tickling with a piece of plastic?
Well, that's separate.
I
can get to that. If someone wants to leave, there are a series of counseling sessions that you're required to go through because, you know, you don't want anyone to make a rash decision.
And they can't use plastic for the rest of their life, I heard. You said rocks or straws for you.
It's hard to enforce. I don't want to tell everyone that, but it is a little hard to enforce because... God is everywhere.
And that actually, there are 5 massive plastic patches in the whole ocean of the whole world, and you live in the one between California and Hawaii, which is
the largest one.
It's very large.
The Mecca.
I love vacationing in Hawaii. I do. Remember we had a couple of girl times in Hawaii.
Yes, but you never go to the plastic patch. We don't like the ocean. We don't like the. I'm considering this spiritual practice after you're talking about some of these like fun little tickling and straw things.
And that is once you reach that upper level of getting to the largest plastic area, that is where we call them meetings.
I'd like to hear more about these perks. Yes, please tell me more. My little ears are perking up.
I remember I put on my very first meeting with Constellation Apex. I put on a little plastic mask, and I went into
Did you go into the tank? Did you go into the ocean?
I had a little.
How'd you get to her? How'd you get there? Did she come to you?
They give you a little oxygen pack. I have a little oxygen pack,
You didn't tell me about this.
Yes, and I put on the mask, and then I proceeded to the red ocean room, and then someone did ask if they could touch me. I said, no, you can't touch me. And then another person asked me, and then the fish asked me. I was like, no, there was a lot of people asking if they. I don't know what that was about. Like,
We're
if they
very
want to touch
much
me.
about permission.
And I heard you speak, in a crowd, and I was mesmerized. I thought, something funny is going on with all these masks, these plastic masks. But guess what? I feel spiritually enlightened. Enlightened. Sorry,
Yes.
I was filled with joy and giggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're welcome to come.
Yes.
Tail anytime you want. We do use the masks for anonymity. It's everyone feels a little unsure, and you can really be your true self.
This is in an ocean? Is this in the ocean? Is this in the ocean?
It's in it. Well, we have centers depending on where you live. Now you're very close to the largest one, so you're very lucky because that's
Okay.
where all the levels are.
Where you are.
Yes.
You don't remember this? This was when you went back with one of your. She was hanging out with a turtle, and you guys went to see Yosemite. Remember that? That weekend at Yosemite? It
Yes.
was the same weekend.
Yes.
Of course. With the
Of course
turtle.
I remember. Because
Ted the-
that turtle, wowie. Okay.
Ted the turtle.
We're getting off track.
But I'm just telling you, that's where I was. I
That's
would
where
never.
you were.
I would invite you to things. Don't ever
Yeah.
think that.
Well, I appreciate that. I love going on spiritual journeys, because although I'm body, always talking about
Body,
that body. But I also like to know what's going on heart, brain. And it seems like you got a lot of that, but it's also like you're putting the body in there.
Yeah.
Body and brain. But I'm just curious, is it in the ocean? Is it
Yes, but there are centers everywhere. We have managed to spread the good word onto the land. I mean, there's so much plastic.
You get into scuba gear.
You can.
Again,
It's
young.
And put
made
a
out of
little glass-
plastic. It's
put in a
all
mask.
start, and then we bring you down into our first level.
Okay.
And that's
Touched.
where you're just.
How do they
you
touch?
will be touched.
Do you soak up?
Well, I
in
think
the
they
water?
wanted to touch me.
Only you?
No, I think it was very, sexually, but I said no, thank you.
Why did you say no thank you, Acorn? You were going
I-
into this, you're supposed to be experiencing the spiritual, and
Yes,
the body's
I
part of
wanted
it.
that. I just cared about Constellation. I was like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. I just wanted the front
Did she
row.
miss something? Did she miss something? Tell us.
You know,
I'm dying to know what she
It's-
missed.
Once you've been in the program, you can really feel another's energy, and you are so spiritual. I think
Yes,
that they
I am.
really picked up on
they
it.
did. They sensed it.
They felt like you were ready for the next level. They didn't even understand that you
What
were
species?
new.
What species were in there? What kind of species were in there?
Oh,
I don't know. I had
everyone.
masks.
I
My
mean,
mask
maybe
was
one of your
in my eyes.
turtles would have been there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Now, a lot of your recruits,
They're
sharks.
in separate rooms.
Oh.
You know, it's a beginner room. Not everyone's ready to commingle, and so they have their own meeting room.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. You
Why?
just because you know what?
What is
Not
sharks?
everyone's ready at
I
this
hear
moment.
they're aggressive lovers, those sharks.
Oh, really?
That's what I hear. I hear they'll
That
bite
once
your
they
pussy.
get to the upper level, they are very popular, and that's all I can say.
Oh my goodness. This
Now-
sounds like a religion for me.
And a lot of your recruits, first, you don't meet in the ocean. A lot of your new recruits, because Burning Man's a very kind of a spiritual thing, a hangout, hippy dippy. You
Go
meet a
every
lot
year.
at Burning Man. You get always a couple new recruits.
Absolutely. I go every year. My plasticians bring me, and I had another wonderful experience right when I was just sort of testing things out, you know, and I'm not really sure. And we just didn't have all the materials, and you know how hot the desert
Oh,
was,
yeah.
and my water was getting dangerously low. And lo and behold, we found a tent that had been buried under the sand from the year before that was able to give me sufficient shade.
my
and
goodness.
it saved my life. And it survived because it was made out of plastic.
Oh my God. Your followers worked so hard to because you protect them, and they found a moment to save you. You saved I love it. There was plastic on. I love these moments.
I find it interesting that you are such a touchy-feely organization because the blue tang is known to just release eggs. If you're a woman blue tang, you release eggs, and then the man blue tang, he releases his sperm, and it's like nobody's touching. It's just the sperm. This is the sort of breeding you'd be interested
I
in
love
too,
that.
Acorn. And the sperm comes out, the acorn comes out. You know what I'm talking about.
Drink. Every time we mess up.
Well, it just releases, and then they just swim together somehow in the ocean.
So you are unique. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you are unique.
But you like being touched?
Yes. I mean,
In your
reproduction is a different thing
Yes.
than coming to the god of plastic with your bits.
With your bits.
With your bits. With your
The
plastic
god of plastic
bits.
loves bits.
Oh my gosh.
It's all about the pleasure. Reproduction's its own thing.
I like this.
It's all about the pleasure.
Oh my god, of plastic loves the bits. That's a tweetable moment for me.
Oh, she is excited.
I think I might have found a new religion.
Always welcome.
Oh, thank you. What's fascinating is the blue tang are known as omnivorous creatures. So you do eat meat, and you do like to bone.
Yeah, eat the meat to the bone.
Meat to the bone. I like it.
You mean fish eat meat?
Absolutely.
Like cows?
Well, it is
what do you mean by
NASCAR?
it is a new trend.
Yeah.
It was before, just as I said, I eat a lot of krill. Krill is very good for you.
What's krill?
The little
food.
teeny tiny fish, like I don't know
Oh,
how to describe it
small
to
fish.
you.
Oh, small fish.
Teeny tiny. They're in the ocean. You can't really see them.
My
Whales
first
live
mind
off
was
of
like,
it.
what meat are in the ocean? That's where my first mind went to.
You didn't realize fish live there. You eat a fish.
First thought you're
You
eating
thought
meat.
cows in the ocean swimming around.
No.
They have like hogfish.
I know cows are
They
in the
have
ocean, but I was thinking
tuna.
like alligator meat, or I was trying
You
to
can
think.
eat that.
You can. I mean, the thing about plastic is it can bring you anywhere. So blue tang live in Florida now. They're in their
tang.
own little plastic bubble. And yeah, sometimes people give you a little bit of alligator and you never say no.
Do you
it's
know,
just rude.
in the human world, the human world doesn't really, they kind of want to limit plastic. We were just in Disneyland, because, squirrels, animals can go to Disneyland, and they no longer give you plastic lids, and they limit your straw use, because humans think
#no straws.
No straws. Like, go to Disneyland and you won't be able to find plastic lids. You'll have to ask for them. And I'm just like, humans have this, I don't know, this
They're
fear.
fighting it.
Yeah, they're fighting
it.
Because there's a lot of things that humans disagree with.
It doesn't go away.
Blah, blah, blah,
It
blah,
stays.
about the environment, blah, blah. But they always stand behind this, plastic is evil. Like that kind of thing.
It's a misunderstanding. And the more rare something is, the more valuable it is. So they're heading in the right direction in a weird sort of way, if you think about it. But yeah, anytime you can be transformed by something, sometimes it's a little scary.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
completely understand why the humans would be resistant. It's changing the way of their lives.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand is it's not going to be in a bad way, ultimately. We're working on something now in the community of, helping people build their homes and fish, of course. We've started there first. A lot of fish living
you
out
have
of
to do that.
bottles.
Start
Yeah.
in your community, people.
Right.
I get these people asking me all the time, well, yeah, Acorn, I feel overwhelmed. What can I do to change this world? Start in your community.
If you want to change the world, start with you.
Tweet.
I think
I
this
love
religion
that.
is starting to soak in.
I know, because she found that there can be a little bit of sex and then...
Give my genitals a rub and I will be there praying. Now, do you realize that your breed of fish, there's a whole movie about it? Do you watch movies?
Oh, do you watch human?
Yes.
Human
I have
movies?
a lot of human friends
Even
through
though
the
this is about
community. Yes, they introduced me. They were so excited to meet me, I think, because of the movie,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yes.
And that was my way in to teach them about the true word.
And what movie is it?
There's Finding Dory.
The first
Finding
one,
Nemo?
Finding Nemo.
Are they all finding somebody? I don't know.
Finding Nemo and then Discover Dory? No, wait, what's the
I think it's
It
Finding
is
Dory.
Finding
It's
Dory
really?
as well. It's both.
I'm right, Acorn. I'm right. When I'm right.
And because you're both blue tangs.
Blue tangs.
It's true. We're so different, but
Yes.
also very the same. When
Yeah.
you think about her happy trust that things will work out, I also feel that way.
Yes. Do you have
Do
a
you
good
like
memory?
men?
Oh.
I like
Boy fish?
everyone.
Okay.
I'm pansexual, I think is what the humans call it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm open to both. You know?
Yes.
Everyone's-
Are you cross species? Acorn, don't tickle. Don't get tickled.
Little poor little fish.
She's not little. You're not that little.
Yes, look at she's smaller than us.
Wow. You can grow bigger.
Yeah,
size.
I'm a
can
good
get,
size for my species, actually. It's true. So kind of what you're saying is, yeah, I'm big. But I think it's just,
She's a big fish in a big ocean.
when you have all that joy inside.
Yeah,
and,
really
just makes
I
exudes.
mean, I can see like clams are cute because they have the shells and stuff. I can
Yeah,
see
you like that Acorn? A little clam? You want a clam?
I
Acorn?
will
Clams
say-
Casino?
We do have rooms for every different kind of thing. And of course, you can't have that if you don't test it out. I had to make sure that the plasticians were being taken care of. So I've definitely...
In their bits? Or which way? Sorry. Which way are they getting taken care of?
Her followers are planning.
I
She's
know.
giving them the spiritual
in their
reward.
spiritual sexual experience, I have to make sure it's okay for everyone. So I test every room out. So I guess you could say I'm
so the rooms,
species.
the rooms are filled with plastic things that make your bits feel good.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
test those rooms?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Next time, your next big convention. You have one every year.
I must go.
Yes,
Burning Man.
must
We'll
go.
We'll go. Well, time is flying by.
Oh, wow.
Hello. And the way we love to end our conversations each time is by asking our 5 questions.
5
Now,
great questions.
Who went first last time? Did I go first?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. We're a team. Hey,
I'll ask the first one.
good. Good for you.
I'll take some charge here.
Hey, give me the mic. What are you taking the whole? You don't have to move the whole mic.
Constellation Apex. What message do you most want to convey? Most.
Plastic is your friend.
Oh.
Don't hide away from it. Don't stop buying it for the humans, and don't stuff it in a bag.
Buy it for the humans. Some of your fish buy stuff for the
No, I'm saying
reciprocal.
for the humans.
Oh,
Fish
okay.
don't need to buy
Yeah.
it so
I
much.
was
They
like-
just find it. But for the humans, as you were saying about the straws,
Yeah.
they're avoiding it, and I think fear is the wrong place to start from.
Yeah, because because I was just thinking I love how sometimes humans pretend that pets give you Christmas gifts, and I'm just like, that little guppy didn't get you anything. I want to be I go downstairs because in our Montecito tree, we live above a very famous media mogul too, and she has little cocker spaniels, and every Christmas her boyfriend or lover or whatever pretends that Santa gave gifts, and I want to come, and I'm always there knocking on the window
Hello.
it's not real, they don't care.
Oh my goodness.
Because I just feel
Acorn, you say
No,
things like that?
I do, because I feel us animals like us, that we're not pets. I feel the pets are in a higher level than us.
Do you feel
You know?
jealous?
Oh,
You feel
wow.
I
Do you
feel
wish that they-
misrepresented. I feel because you always see on the news pet squirrels are doing not ski riding, but jet skis.
Yeah, well, water skiing.
Remember?
You can do that.
But I don't understand why pet squirrels get if a regular animal squirrel does it.
We don't really film much.
I know, that's
this
true.
podcast here is groundbreaking for
But
squirrels.
I'm not going to divide us. I know some of us try to divide
don't
us
be
between
divisive.
pets and animals, but that just gets my goat.
Oh, you got a goat.
Pet goat skin. Okay, what do you think is the purpose of our animal experience?
Oh, that's easy. The purpose is to bring peace to everyone by seeing things from a different perspective. You're in your tree, and you said you're not pets, so you do have a totally different experience. I'm from the ocean, but I travel a lot, and I get to meet a lot of different species. So we have a unique perspective
Yeah.
that a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I just want to say to those cocker spaniels, you know what's better than kibbles and bits? Freedom. Thank you.
Wow.
They got their hair done shaved today and their new collars. Just rubs me the wrong way.
I think you might be a little jealous because
Maybe.
I know a lot of the pets get a lot of gifts and a lot of it's plastic. So they're usually pretty happy and no one's bringing you your plastic.
Yeah, and I'm overeating.
You're going to have to go get plastic elsewhere.
Owner telling me, don't eat now, Acorn, eat then, Acorn. No.
You bring peace and you bring pieces of plastic to people's little pieces. I like that. Oh, I have a question. What happens when we die?
Oh, well.
You do talk about this a lot.
Mm-hmm. I do believe that one of the reasons why we do have so much plastic is because we are reincarnated.
What?
Just look at all of the glitter. I mean, it's just, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And since it brings you such joy, who's to say it's not filled with the spirit of your Aunt Lois?
Yeah.
I definitely, and who's to say what kind it will be? Maybe you'll be reincarnated as a plastic bottle or maybe like a mic stand. Whatever your purpose is, you'll fulfill it based on your current life.
I hope I'm a dildo.
I think you might be.
Oh, jeez. I like you.
Listeners. Okay. What do you know for sure?
Other than the fact that God is in plastic?
That's what you know for sure? Yeah.
I know for sure that my purpose is to spread that knowledge and that joy.
Good to know something for sure. That's a good one.
100%.
Pure knowledge. Oh, I have a question. Who is your
I love this question.
spirit human?
Oh, I don't know if I have one. I wanted to say that it was the person that really brought plastics into every home. Those single-use items that were just not quite popular. I think it was in the 60s. No, disposable pens and
I feel
disposable lighters.
Like Kellogg's brought little plastic toys inside of cereals, and I feel like that's when like the kids really got excited to see about, or McDonald's with the plastic toy.
The pens came before it. It's just
really?
It's hard to give proper credit because everyone was working so hard.
Yeah.
Everyone was their own little apostle for the world by bringing in single-use plastic.
1950 seems like the year of the. You would have probably loved it.
Mr. Ballpoint?
Mr. Ballpoint.
Is that who it is? Mr. Ballpoint?
Bic?
I think it was a
Could be
collaborative
Bic.
effort. It was Bic. It was Bic.
Big
but
ballpoint?
who at Bic?
What about Big Ballpoint?
Big Ballpoint is
Ballpoint.
your spirit human. I have a feeling. Paper baked?
I love this. This is a great conversation. I can talk spirituality.
And I can talk sexuality in your spirituality, and you have got a winning religion, I say.
So thank you, Constellation, for bringing us two together.
Thank you.
And we enjoyed having you. Hope to talk to you soon.
you.
Anytime. This
Absolutely.
Montecito.
Please come visit.
Oh, yeah, we will. Okay, great seeing you.
Great to see you.
Bye. Bye-bye, guys.